home equity as a tool or a lifeline. Welcome back to Retirement Solutions for All Ages. I'm your host, Ruth, the retirement mortgage expert at Nexa Mortgage. In our last episode, we talked about how retirement isn't a finish line and how a plan you made 20 years ago might not fit the life you're living today. We touched on life expectancy, the paradox of savings, and the unexpected costs of aging. Today, I want to dive deeper into the most powerful tool in a retiree's arsenal, home equity. We'll explore how this single asset can be a strategic tool for some and a crucial lifeline for others, all while telling some powerful real-life stories. Let me start with a story that's probably familiar to some of you. My grandfather, Alexandros, was the typical Horatio Alger story, rags to riches immigrant story. Do they even require that book in schools anymore? For those that don't know, Horatio Alger wrote a popular novel series about impoverished boys who rise from wealth to fame through hard work and determination. That was my grandfather. He immigrated through Ellis Island from Greece as a teenager in the 1920s. He was a strong, 6-foot-plus tall man who faced a language barrier and prejudice. But he worked hard, built a business, and his sons, my dad and 2 uncles, did extremely well for themselves. I grew up in a happy middle-class family with all the privileges that came with it. We've talked in this series about the difference between the old way and the new way of managing a mortgage and home equity. For my family, owning a home was part of the American dream, a symbol of stability and success. But what happens when that dream becomes a burden? Many of my clients come to me not because they're looking for a strategic financial tool, but because they have no other choice. It's their last line of defense. I recently worked with a client, let's call him Frank. Frank is 75, and he and his wife live in a small home with a tiny mortgage balance. He's done manual labor his entire life and is still working to make ends meet. Their dilemma was heartbreakingly familiar. Their son had a drug problem and no work ethic. They had sent him to rehab several times, which is why they had previously taken out a mortgage on their paid-off home. At this stage, they felt that leaving the money from the eventual sale of the home to their son would do more harm than good. They knew it would likely be used to fuel his addiction. So their reasoning for taking out a reverse mortgage was different from the affluent mindset we discussed earlier. They used the equity in their home for necessary repairs, to eliminate their existing mortgage payment, and to provide a cushion for future expenses. It wasn't about building more wealth. It was about protecting what they had and ensuring their son's inheritance didn't backfire. For them, a reverse mortgage was a lifeline, a way to find peace of mind in a difficult situation. But for other clients, a reverse mortgage is a powerful tool to leverage their assets and set up their families for even greater success. I had a client, we'll call her Clara. She was an 80-year-old businesswoman who wanted to use her home equity to help her daughter and granddaughter grow her business. She saw the reverse mortgage as a tool for intergenerational wealth transfer, setting all of them up for even greater riches than the home equity could provide. This wasn't about a last resort. It was a proactive financial play, much like the new way of thinking about mortgage planning we've discussed. And like I said, Clara was 80 years old. Then there's another client, a 90-year-old woman who was torn between both mindsets. She wanted to help her great granddaughter who was struggling to make ends meet. The young girl's income wasn't enough for rent, and my client wanted to help her buy a townhome. But as my client told me, the great granddaughter was running with a bad crowd. The generous gift might backfire. My client was stuck between wanting to give a gift and ensuring it was a tool for empowerment, not a handout that could be misused. This is the difference between giving a fishing rod or a fish. These stories show that home equity is so much more than just a number on a balance sheet. It's a reflection of your life's work, your family's history, and your hopes for the future. For some, it's about making sure you can live comfortably and securely, even in the face of unexpected health issues or financial pressures. For others, it's about strategically passing on wealth to the next generation, empowering them to get a head start, just like a family might help a child buy their first home at age 18. Whether your home equity is a lifeline or a tool, the most important thing is to have a plan. In our episode on financial literacy, we emphasize that your mindset is just as important as the numbers. It's about being proactive and open to new solutions that might go against traditional beliefs that you grew up with. Your home can be a living asset that continues to work for you and your family long after you've retired. If you're a retiree grappling with these decisions, or an adult child trying to navigate family finances, let's talk. My experience has shown me the power of forward thinking and adapting to family needs. As a retirement mortgage expert at Nexa Mortgage, I'm here to help you explore solutions that make your retirement truly golden, no matter your unique situation. You can reach me directly by phone at 828-888-LOAN. That's 828-888-LOAN. Or email me at ruth@nexamortgage.com. Thank you for joining me on Retirement Solutions for All Ages. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with a friend who might need a new perspective on their retirement plan. Leave us a review and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future insights. Until next time, I'm Ruth, the retirement mortgage expert, reminding you your home is more than just a house. It's a powerhouse.